Welcome to Badger Beer Report. What's on tap and what's coming on this Thanksgiving Eve 2025. I am your host, Greg. I am your Badger Beer Tap Hunter today. I just wanted to come on screen. I'm normally not on the screen for this, but wanted to come on screen to wish everybody a safe, happy pre-Thanksgiving night and Thanksgiving Day. And also Black Friday, safe travels, safe shopping, safe beer hunting, safe gathering, safe all of it from Badger Beer Report to all of y'all. So, with that being said, I'm getting off camera. And let's talk about what's going on around the wonderful state of Wisconsin. We have a mix here. I have a mix here for y'all today. We got our Black Friday specials. We have Black Friday taps. We have free meals. We have community things. We have all kinds of things. We have home brew competitions. There's a lot going on. So we're going to try to keep it all under this wonderful umbrella of what's on tap and what's coming. So let's start in Middleton, Wisconsin here. And this is Capital Brewery, an OG in craft beer, as y'all know right here. There's a lot going on here on Black Friday. They open from noon to 10. They got a dollar taps off all day. They got growler fills. They're gonna have live music in the evening. They have a limited release here of a big bomber with a big beer and a glass. So all that information can be found on Capital's website, Capital's social media. Check it out if you're close. It snowed here, so it's probably like all snowy and nice in the beer garden there. Probably gonna have to wear some gloves or something. But 'tis the season, right, y'all? Yeah, so this is Friday at Capitol Brewing here, close to me. And we will stay close to me here and talk about the Great Dane. The Great Dane is being they're having a Black Friday sale here where you pay $20, you get 10 pints, $2 a beer. So you get a $20 punch card and then you get 10 pints. So I don't know, sounds pretty good to me. Of course, we are down to the two or the three Great Danes, I'm sorry, that are left here in Madison. So check that out. Yep, all three Madison pubs offer this one. So check that out at the Great Dane. Skipping a little south of Madison. I think we're coming back to Madison. Oh no, maybe later. Anyway, we have Hop House in Fitchburg. It's got the cold one. So they're releasing a Midwest IPA. That's this today too, y'all. So not East Coast, not West Coast, but you know where we live. Middle Coast, sweeter, maltier than your traditional IPA, but and certainly not hazy. Okay. It's a Midwest thing, y'all. Check it out. We got some Michigan, Chinook, Citra, and Galena in there. So for you IPA fans, we're not ignoring you this season. Raised Grain is putting out a whole big old batch of let's see here. I gotta move my thing. Um they're putting out a vertical, y'all, of 4 years of their bourbon barrel aged stout. So you can get a 4 packs of cans for that. I believe that it says Black Friday, so they open at 11:30. And tap room only, really limited. So you got to get there if you want to get that. And then looks like plus the barrel age, um the the old fashioned imperial red ale, one aged in brandy barrels, and I'm pretty sure that red ale is award winning beer. So they took that award winning beer and threw it in an old fashioned barrel, which or brandy barrel, which sounds amazing. So check out Ray's Green. Got a lot going on there on Black Friday. A class of 25 hits the on tapped here with Last Ditch Brew Pub, y'all. They are releasing a big barrel aged stout, Kona, Ka, Kakao, Black Hole. I definitely did not get that name right. But I didn't butcher it on purpose, y'all. But Mug Club members and Lucky Ducks get a first crack at it on today. So if you're a Mug Club member, I think you can get it today. But I think if you're not, you can get it on Black Friday. I would assume. It's not saying that here, but let's just read into that. But yeah, this post was from yesterday, but they call it Blackout Wednesday. So yeah, wait, bring your eye test. Okay, Mud Club members and you lucky ducks. Um, oh yeah, so the Mud Club members are the lucky ducks. All right. Anyway, Mud Club members today it's available. Friday for y'all not. So check them out for a big Imperial Stout, Southeast Wisconsin. Coming up the coast here a little bit, we're gonna go to Lehman. They put out their rye stout, and man, I feel like Velma, y'all. I need my glasses. Cannot see. So actually, oh, I can do this too. There we go. Seasonal rye lager, y'all. A little bit Oktoberfest, a little bit fruitcake spice. Haha. 5.3 available on Wednesday this evening, y'all. Uh little pre they also have some pre-holiday break build your own mac and cheese tonight. So you can get a little comfort before the comfort for tomorrow at Layman. Uh, what do they call it? What do they like to call themselves? The best dive brewery bar in Wisconsin? Or did I say that for them? Cheers to Layman. Yeah, a rye out seasonal lager with fruitcake spice. I would try it, but I'm not a fruitcake fan, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Urban Harvest Brew Company, y'all. I visited them last year and picked up a couple here. I remember I'm pretty sure I picked up the Wisconsin for my co-host friend on Friday, Doug. Um and they have look at this, y'all. Look, 7 releases here. Looks like 16-ounce cans, I would suspect, right? $12 each. Big beers. Nice sizes here over at Urban Harvest Brewing Company, and I would call it what, Southern Milwaukee. And in Milwaukee proper. Lakefront. The OG of Black Friday beers, right? Or Black Friday breweries putting them out. People have been waiting in line for this brewery's beer on Black Friday for decades now, right? I was there last year. I will not be able to make it this year, but I will tell you that the Black IPA, the 2024 version, was my favorite beer of last year, and it was $20 for a can. Now it's 15. So, y'all need to snap that up. That is an excellent, excellent beer. If it's anything like last year, it's just going to be great. And it's cheaper too. So if any of y'all people are listening and you want to make friends with Greg, um, I would love that. The Black IPA, I would owe you dearly. But I suspect that Lakefront is an OG in this, y'all. So I suspect that all of them are tasty. Look at that Imperial coffee with cocoa nib. Mm, mm. And the black wheat wine. No limit either, y'all. Purchase in any combination. Friday, Lakefront. And if you're there too, get the fish fry too. Uh, I just don't. I mean, this list is just insane. Y'all close and y'all don't take advantage of this. I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you. Cheers, Lakefront, for putting out another great lineup and making it really enticing for everybody to come out on Black Friday. Really good times there. Um, so Oh, our family at Gathering Place is throwing their Black Friday party, but before that, y'all, um, in the you can get this in the tap house now. Tosa. I think it Tosa. I think it's probably going to be at the Well, that picture's not showing Tosa, y'all. That picture's showing River West. So I suspect that by this time, because this one came out like earlier this week, the small batch Triticale Ale, using a unique grain and then some wheat and some rye, y'all, and then notes of honey and malt and apricot. That sounds really nice and refreshing. Sounds like a summer kind of spring thing going on. Um, in a warm beer season, but or no, in a cold beer season, but yeah, that sounds really interesting. And I don't know, Gathering Place, their beers are just excellent. Outside of us being at least a recent partner with them with our Dutch beer for the uh, Lager and Friends festival that they put on. That's just really excellent. And then so on Black Friday, which I visited last year, Gathering Place, Joe was there. That was great. We had a great conversation that led to Dutch beer. Actually, y'all, little history. But I will not, unfortunately, be there this Friday. I'm not making a trip this year. But for those who are, Gathering Place did a collab, y'all, with they came together with Breeze Malt. And for people in the industry or not, Breeze Malt does a lot of malt for a lot of craft breweries. There are many craft breweries. If y'all are craft brewery drinkers, y'all have drank beer made from Breeze Malt for sure. They are that big and prolific. So looks like Gathering Place has got two beers with them, a malted milk ball stout and a mocha ball stout. Both sound delicious. And then the mocha, of course, has some coffee from Valentine Coffee Roasters. So yeah, that'll be on draft Black Friday. Cans of $10 each, two for 18. Both locations. And both locations look to be open at least 10 hours, with River Rest being open 12 on Black Friday. All day, y'all, for y'all shopping, beer shopping needs. Check out our family Gathering Place. North Pillar, not too far from there, y'all. They got their brandy barrel aged barley wine. Oh, wow. And what else is going on here? Oh, we got a hazy too they're throwing out there. And is this Black Friday? Oh no, this release is for the week, y'all. So it sounds like they will be available if you rolled up there tonight on Wednesday. I think this just came out today. I'm pretty sure I grabbed this one today, this morning. So pretty sure you can get that barrel aged tonight, barrel aged barley wine. For sure on Black Friday though, because obviously this is what brewers are doing. And they got that. Oh, I can't forget. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. The bottom one, the Toboggan Run Spiced Belgian Ale. It's a collab they did with Deadbird. Look at that. A super fun, sippy spice with cinnamon, clove, and vanilla. Sounds delicious. Uh so then this one on the bottom there will release on draft only during Small Business Saturday, y'all. So you got to go Saturday for North Pillar for that one, and it sounds like the other two available here today on Wednesday, but most likely on Friday. So keep note on all of that, y'all. But yeah, that toboggan run looks interesting. If you're out and about Friday or Saturday, you might want to dip into there if y'all are close. Ah, my friend Trevor at Inventors Brew Pub sent me this text today. Actually, that is the text. Our porter is now available on Nitro, and it looks the part. And knowing Trevor and having Inventors, it drinks the part. And yeah, that nothing more classic, y'all, than what a porter on Nitro at Inventors Brew Pub, Port Washington, Wisconsin. Going up the coast a little bit more, staying on the lake though. We got Pet Skull, They're hanging out tonight, y'all, tapping 4 annual Christmas beers, y'all. They got the Scandinavian Christmas Potion, the Black Dicky, the Shitters Full, and lots of sap. Spruce Tip IPA. That sounds delicious. The Shitters Full Chocolate Cherry Stout. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me at Petco. Y'all killing me. The Black Dicky Nitro Eggnog Inspired White Stout. Now that sounds really interesting and fun. Yeah, and then yeah. Peppermint Mocha White Russians. I mean, look at this, y'all. Pet Skull. This is in wait, Manitowoc, right? Yeah, right. Isn't that what I keep forgetting? Yeah, Manitowoc. Yeah. Um look, the names of these beers alone are just probably enough to stop it. So uh, Fesco has to be one of our funnest brewers. I mean, just on social media, they seem like a blast. So yeah, check out those 4 Christmas beers at Petsco. Headed up. Let's head up to the Green Bay area now, and we'll get to one of my faves is Badger State. They got a new beer release, a Shameless Society New Zealand IPA. So you see, it's not just all dark beers, y'all. They're still pumping out these IPAs for you hopheads. So no worries there. And they got some promotionals here. First 50 guests. I think this is Black Friday. They got a gift certificate special, so you can get some gifts for your beer lover, specifically your Badger State beer lover. Um, at Badger State Brewing on Friday. And then slipping over to Zombaldi, which I thoroughly enjoyed. They have 24 beers for $36, y'all, and you can mix and match your 6 packs. All I just everything I had there was great, and I'm not joking. So any of these selections are good. Just grab 4 of them and take them tomorrow. You'll be good. Um, that Good Dog Porter's. So this really intrigued me. I've never heard of this. I've only been to Zomboldi once, and it was about 3 weeks ago. So I'm really unfamiliar with the brewery. But they have a hot beer, y'all. It's called a mulled cherry air, and it's back for the holidays. It's on right now in the tap room. I'm pretty sure I took this out today, so it's back today. And I was like, wait, is this a cider? So I had to do some digging, y'all. And when I did, I found that so they have a cherry air sour, right? And it's inspired by Door County variations. So it sounds like they get the cherries from Door County, which sounds standard around here. And it features Montgomery cherries. Okay, so they make a cherry sour. So then what they do is it says they sweeten and they spice it up and then they serve it warm. So that's a beer served warm. And it took me a little bit to work all through that, y'all. I was like, wait, what are we talking about here? Is this a cider? No, no, no. It's a beer served warm. And it sounds amazing. And I need to have some firsthand accounts of this. I know y'all are Zombaldi fans. I know y'all know what this is, and I know y'all know. So I've never heard of it before. If I lived anywhere near there, I'd be rushing over to try this. But I think y'all should rush over to try it. It sounds really, really good. As you can see, you can get it in a mug, and it looks like it says you can get it to go. I think you get it to go, and then you can warm it up. I think what you do is you warm it up yourself. Is what I saw. So this sounds fun. I haven't ever heard of a hot beer. So we're always living and learning. And you can live and learn over at Zombaldi Beer with their mulled cherry air. Stick it in Green Bay. We're gonna head over to Hinterland. They open at they're open till 10 today. And it's their last chance for you to grab some sticky stacks, y'all. You can grab and take that to your that could be your nightcap tomorrow night. And that could also be what you bring to the table or you bring to the menu. If you don't cook, can't cook, too busy to cook, uh, don't want to cook. Head over there, man, and grab those. Yeah, see, look, they already know. They're like, look, our bourbon barrel aged beers taste heavenly with pie. And I already told you it'll be a great nightcap. So perfect, y'all. Head over to Hinterland for that. And yeah, try some of the food there too because it's excellent. Uh Visiting Titletown. Oh, I did a couple weeks ago. And I wasn't able to have this new hoppy red lager, which sounds excellent. Nice little display there. Citrus pine, floral aromas, balanced by multi smooth caramel background. Oh, and available exclusively in the Sky Lounge. So you go up to the Sky Lounge, y'all, and you can look onto the city and see the beauty. What Green Bay probably looks beautiful right now because I think there's snow up there. There's snow down here. So when we get snow down here, we just assume y'all up north get snow. Actually, we will address that issue a little bit in a little bit, but yeah. So head over to Titletown, y'all, for a hoppy red lager. And again, it's not just big black beers we're seeing. Uh, brewers are doing all kinds of different things, y'all, to lure you out of your house in this cold weather to their tap room. So they're doing everything they can, and Titletown's doing their share. Oh, this one came in. This one you can see it 9 minutes. It came in almost probably 9 minutes before I went live, and I was just doing my last scroll, and I saw this, and I was laughing for a few reasons. But so first picture is peach. It's the Imperial Stout, y'all, in Boone County bourbon barrels. Back on tap and in bottles right now. So you can head over to if you are headed to Copper State this Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It'll be there. And the second picture is labeled baptized by beer. And if you had to choose a beer to be baptized, I guess this is a good one, is what they're saying. Um, look, I, I'm gonna say it, okay? I think Gary had something to do with this, and they're just not telling us. So, if y'all know, Gary is the cow that haunts Copper State. He even has a beer named after him, and we tried that beer on the Madison Homebrewers and Tasters Guild Goodwill trip bus last weekend, and it was a rounding success. Everybody loved it. It's a rum barrel, wonderful beer. They probably still have some Gary there, but Gary causes havoc. I am told at Copper State Brewing. I don't think Gary can hear me, so I think we're good. But I was told that Gary causes a whole lot of problems. So when I see problems happen at Copper State, like cars running into there and people being baptized by beer, I'm kind of, you know, like, yeah. So anyway, it's a conspiracy. I just made it all up, but Gary probably has something to do with that. They're just not saying it publicly, but I'm saying it. I'm saying I'm suspicious. So, uh, anyway, head over to Copper State. Great beer, great coffee. I had them both. I hear the food is great. I was unable to try it. Yeah, that's in Green Bay, right across from Titletown, which I just had in the previous slide. So let's head up to Sway Brewing in Door County. They have two releases for Black Friday, and this is one of them. It's another spruce beer. We've seen two spruce beers, right, y'all? This one here is, let's see, with spruce tips. I love these spruce tips. These beers. I don't know, and I bet you this one is really approachable. Because of the way Matt brews. It's free rice fermentation and oak. Yeah, man, there's a lot of oak fermentation, and it just adds this wonderful like flavor to his beers, and it's just great. So I don't know. This is available in draft. It's available at Sway and then in can John on Black Friday. And there's another one, I don't have the details to that, but, they say Sway says right here that this is their second release for Black Friday. So, this is not gonna be the only one, there's gonna be another one up in there too. Probably a dark beer, I would suggest, but I'm not sure. Check their social media for that if you are luckily enough to be close to this wonderful brewery. All right, we are at Moonridge Brew Pub, y'all. They have an Irish ale that they are releasing. I think they released it already. I think actually they released it last week. So I'm pretty sure this one is going to be there. It's called It Pours Multi with a crisp clean finish. And it's like a stroll through Belfast lined streets. So I was thinking that this was a dark beer, but I'm not sure now. Rich malting smooth. The malting, I think, is what threw me off. You Moonridge fans and locals will understand and know this one. I am not. I've never been there. I would love to visit. Uh, I want to visit every Wisconsin brewery that I haven't already. And Moonridge is one of them. But they have a comforting balance and a classics Irish ale for y'all right now. And they so sliding over to Sawmill. They have a peanut butter brown ale, y'all. It's back on tap, and you can get that peanut butter yummy flavor without having get stuck to the roof of your mouth, y'all. Is what they say here. And light body, it isn't too sweet. Looks like it's balanced. It's 5.7. So check that out over at Sawmill. Little peanut butter brown ale. And then Sawmill, another one here, but this one they did a little collab with Rocky Reef, and that is on tap right now. And it's a imperial brown ale with coconut. So back at their home, they have a peanut butter brown ale, and now they collab with Rocky Reef for an imperial brown ale with coconut. So that will be interesting. I've never heard of a brown ale like that, and I don't know. I don't think we see many brown ales associated with coconut. Y'all. Usually we see the stouts, of course. But a brown ale with coconut, interesting. I would love to hear if y'all would have any testimony on that one. That'd be great. But Rocky Reef and Sawmill, two good breweries, so I suspect that it's good times. Going over to Eau Claire because that's what Chris drives under the Beer Baron, our staff journalist, award-winning magazine editor, told me that it's Eau Claire, y'all. So I'll do Eau Claire. I know it's Eau Claire. I don't know. It's that EAU that always throws me. But what's not going to throw me is this beer because I don't know. It just caught my eye. Our boy Landon is closely associated with Lazy Monk Brewing. He has worked there. I still think he's an employee there. But that Crystal Black is their filtered German wheat ale. And I don't know if it's a black wheat ale, I'm in. I love that style, and Lazy Monk does the old school, German styles. So this one's probably a really good one. Check that out, Lazy Monk. I'm sure it's on. They're packaging it yesterday. They packaged it. Actually, yeah. So available next week. It says okay. So and I think this was a couple days ago. So keep an eye on this one, y'all. I'm not sure if by the time where I'm talking to you live, if it is on tap, but it will be soon. If you're close to Lazy Monk, jump on that one. So up north, this branding caught me, y'all. I was just scrolling and I was like, wait, flannel advisory. And I was like, yeah, I already had my flannel on all last week and the week before too. But no, this is actually a beer, y'all. It's brewed with dark malts that mimic chocolate, dark fruit, toffee, and toasted notes. And I don't think those are locally grown dry cranberries, y'all. So this is it's a dark saison, is what it says. So it's in the tap room today. I believe I took this today. So you can get that today, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's a saison. It's a funky sounding Wisconsin themed and inspired saison. So it's interesting. It was the first saison that we talked about, and there are probably a whole bunch of saisons out there. But yeah, it's good to see that. Good to see a saison, and it's just funny. I just love the whole good work up north. That shit's funny. Excuse my language. It's just funny. Hillsboro, one of our most remote breweries here in central west Wisconsin. And I have yet to get there, but I need to. I'm pretty sure this is a banger. I think I might actually have this one, Red Velvet Stout, at a beer fest. It is, it has red velvet, but it looks like it has Barris Brothers coffee, and then a special blend of red velvet flavors, creating a decadent dessert beer. Look at that, 8.6 too, y'all, and 52 IBUs, pretty hoppy. So that sounds really, really fun, and big. And I believe that is ready today on Wednesday, but definitely on Friday. But if you roll by Hillsborough, I'm pretty sure. Looks like they already got it canned up and ready to go. So this is the last one. Our friends at Some Nerve were planning to be open today, but weather said nah. Um, yeah, it looks like Manitowoc Waters is powerless. I just rode through there on Sunday. Actually, I'm coming back on the bus trip. But they are powerless, so they will not be open. I just noticed right before I went live here that Venture East or Venture Milwaukee, I believe, is powerless too now. So please everybody stay safe. Also check with your brewery before you leave your house. Give them a call. Make sure that they still have power. Because the brewers want to be here. This is a very, very profitable day. It's one of the biggest drinking days in America. Is the day before Thanksgiving, so breweries want to be open for you. Most of them, some of them are taking today off. I've noticed that, but most of them are open and ready for you. Extended hours, having beer releases, trying to make cozy environments. So when you come in from the cold, everything's warm and cozy. You feel good enough to stay for a little bit. So yeah, again, especially our breweries up north. I hope y'all are faring well, and I hope everybody's being safe traveling to and fro. And that's why I had this one up there, and just a shout out to Some Nerve too. But also though, take it easy, y'all. And yeah, Some Nerve is looking to open, as you can see here, back on Friday, and I'm pretty sure Simon's probably looking to open right now. So keep an eye out on the social medias for your breweries before you head out in the winter. But I think y'all already know that. But this is just another good lesson to learn. And also again, breweries up north, hope y'all are all doing well and remain safe. So all right, y'all. We're gonna transition to events. There's a whole bunch of events. But I will go through these pretty quick because man, I've been on here for already half an hour. All right. As covered last time on Untapped, Sunshine Brewing is doing. They are offering free community special meals. Free rice, beans, and burritos. All you have to do is ask for the community special. There will be no questions asked of you. There's no purchase required, and there will be, most importantly, probably no judgment because just a warm meal made with love from Sunshine Brewing. You can also contribute if y'all want. They have a drive. They just had one recently, but now they have another pop-up food pantry at Sunshine on Monday, December 15th. You can sign up on their website and find out more information either at the Brew Pub in Lake Mills or on their website. But shout out to Sunshine for being good people. More good people, in my opinion, is Delta Beer Lab. They are working on their 7th annual community free meal. It's a free meal from 3 to 5 on Thanksgiving tomorrow. As you can see, there are many sponsors helping this become a reality. Shout out to Bloom Bake Shop, which is one of the best bake shops on the planet. Shout out to Vicky and Vicky's Cookies, who make some of the best cookies in Madison, if not the best. And yeah, shout out to everybody else. I mean, Green Owl, I mean everybody, but those two I really are, hit my heart. I know them. I know Vicky personally. She's a great person. And Bloom Bakehouse is just wildly um really good. So and yeah, but shout out to all of them for providing a free meal over at Delta tomorrow from 3 to 5. And South what is I guess that's outside of Madison, right? Um, Thank you, Delta, for doing that for our community. And Round Man was out today doing Meals for Wheels. I saw on their social media, and now tomorrow they still have their Thanksgiving. Remember, this is the brewery that is selling, y'all. They're selling their brewery, but yet they're still giving away Thanksgiving dinner. And they were giving away, they were in coordination giving away food for meals. I think it was Meals for Wheels, but if not, they were delivering dinners to people's houses. So, that's just, there's just no other way to put it. That's just excellent. And then tomorrow they have their Thanksgiving meal from 11 to 4, so you can get in a little bit earlier up there, in Spooner. And yeah, Round Man's giving away free Thanksgiving. They don't care. But you probably want to call though. There's a number there, or even I would call actually at this late stage. It's not late, but I would call to make sure that if they got if they got a slot you, or if they're I'm not sure how this is, if it's first come first serve, or if there's going to be a line. So call the number, you'll get more information. But that's just another great shout out to Round Man for being just wonderful for your community at this time of need. We got soda with Santa. This is Sprecher Brewing in Milwaukee, Glendale. Is putting on soda with Santa, and I think they got a couple more weeks left, y'all. Weekends of it. I think there's 2 more weekends of it. Where you take a picture of Santa, and then you get your that picture gets put on some root beer bottles, and then you can give them root beer bottles away, or you can bring them to your Christmas celebration. And it's just a nice kid friendly event that they have there at Sprecher Brewing, which is very family friendly, um, all throughout the year through their events. And this is just another one. So check that out. The details are on their website. I'm sorry I don't have them here, but you can check, you can Google there and check, or you can call them too for all the details. That's a paid event though. So you'll have to pay to get in, but because you're paying for the root beer and the picture. So check that out. Soda with Santa with Sprecher. So a little bit further ahead, I just wanted to let people know about. We want to let people know about Inventor's first annual Winter Beer Invitational in Port Washington. That's on January 24th. I am not liberty to say some of the brewery. I don't actually. I should have asked Trevor what breweries I can say, because I know there's some that he's cool. He's cool with me saying. And then there's some I can't say, but there's going to be a whole bunch of Wisconsin brewers and some handpicked ones from out of the state, I believe, because Trevor has a history of brewing outside of Wisconsin. So he's going to be bringing some of the familiar breweries and people that he knows back to this state, or into the state, for us to enjoy on January 24th. You can check all the details for that on Inventors Brew Pub. Dot Inventors Brew Pub website. I don't know if it's inventorsbrewpub.com, because .coms get weird. And then there's also a homebrew expo and a homebrew competition. Find all that information on Inventors website. But that's also within the Winter Beer Fest. So it's all kind of a thing. And that's going to be Friday, January 23rd, and the Beer Fest is the 24th. And certainly not last. I was talking about Capitol before, but I'm sure it's really pretty now with the sun, with the snow. But it's Kegmas, and the Kegmas tree is up, y'all, at Capitol, making it even beautiful. That beer garden is just beautiful all year round. And this is their Dang, I showed this the last on tap. I just like it. I think it's great. 285 kegs made the Kegmas tree. So Merry Kegmas to y'all and to all a good night. And yeah, lastly, y'all, we've been pumping out content here at the Badger Beer Report. And the latest item that we have is Joel talked to Chad Forsberg from Foot Farm, Footjoy Farm about feet, actually, if y'all are interested. They talked about feet, malt, pizza, and Governor Evers. So that one was very interesting. 34 minutes of interesting. Footjoy Farm is out in the middle of western middle Wisconsin. And Joel talks to Chad about all of that. They make really interesting pizzas out there, which Governor Evers did. And there's this a whole story there. So check that out. Chelsea and I met to talk mix six. We talked about six different uh interesting craft beer items that are going on. But we definitely talked about Thanksgiving beer. So y'all still have time to go get your Thanksgiving beer. And check that out if you need any selection ideas or examples. And then I talked to John DeGroot from New Barons, and he talked about his new acronym project that he's proposing for Fox Point, and he also talked about New Barons and what direction they're going in, which is a new direction. And we did two podcasts with him, and you can check both them out. Pretty quick listens, if you want to get the skinny on both those projects. And yeah, so that with that being said, I am going to get out of here. That this was what was on tap and what's coming for Thanksgiving. Please think about checking into your local brewery. We have 265 breweries, so I cannot possibly touch all of them at once in one sitting. So we try to get 20 is what we try to do. 20 a week. And we probably did more with the events. Yeah, so check in with your local brewery about what they're doing Black Friday. I know, I just mentioned New Barons. I know they have something. Everyone in the warehouse has something going on. The Component, Torzala. There's three that you could just go there, park one, you can hit three breweries right there. So three really, really fun, different breweries. I don't, we didn't get a chance to even touch any of them. So please check every brewery out if you're going to be out and about. Uh, you know, a lot of males listen to us, so you're helping. Generally your woman, you know, do the shopping and all that. Drop her off and hit a brewery and grab some Black Friday beers and then scuba back up and yeah, or of course eat at a brewery because we know breweries have the best food. So on that note, we will see y'all probably next week sometime. But enjoy your Black Friday. Enjoy those beers. Enjoy all that. Enjoy your family tomorrow. And enjoy and be safe out tonight because we know y'all going out because everybody goes out. Not everybody, but the weather is challenging in most of the state, it seems like. So please be safe, y'all. And we will see y'all on the other side of Thanksgiving. And just as we say here on Badger Beer Report, drink local all the time or as much as possible. And when you're not local, still drink local.